your only all-local morning news. Fox 2 News Morning starts now.
Good morning, I'm Alan Hunt. Yesterday, 2 people were shot outside of a Citgo station in Detroit. One of the victims is a 69-year-old woman, the other a 23-year-old man. And this happened last night on McNichols between Pontchartrain and Woodward. The man is in serious condition. He was hit 3 times, and the woman is stable. We're told the suspect was driving a silver GMC Yukon, possibly with a child in the back seat. The state of Michigan is facing a serious financial squeeze in the coming years, and now experts are sounding the alarm. The nonpartisan Citizens Research Council of Michigan says tough times are ahead due to policy changes in Lansing. They say tax cuts, increased road construction, and past economic development incentives will reduce or divert state revenue by a whopping $2 billion annually in just over 4 years. That's 20% of Michigan's general fund. The report says future lawmakers will be forced to make many difficult decisions. A close call at Detroit's Heidelberg project when a tree falls on a car driving through the area.
We were driving very slowly as we were leaving, and a tree fell on our car. We're all okay, just very shooken up. But the main point I wanted to make was we love this project. We always come here to visit a couple times a year, and we feel like it should be more supported by the city.
A pair of Army veterans who were at the scene saw it happening actually helped to lift the branch off of the vehicle, and as you heard, thankfully, no one was injured. It's not every day you see a car being pulled from the Detroit River. This happened in Grosse Ile, where a woman drove her Ford Escape right into the water. She's fine, escaping with only a few minor bumps and cuts. And firefighters tell us she pulled up next to the water and drove in it by accident. They don't believe any drugs or alcohol were involved, but investigators tell us this actually happens a few times a year. The state's economic state could certainly change if this next story comes to fruition. According to an article on a Chinese newspaper's website, Chinese consumer electronics maker Foxconn says it's planning on building a factory in Michigan. This would be a multi-billion-dollar investment, bringing a staggering 13,000 jobs. This comes 1 week after the company announced it would invest $10 billion into a factory in Wisconsin. The company produces liquid crystal displays. Governor Rick Snyder has been working to entice Foxconn to come to Michigan, and if you recall, last week he signed a $200 million business incentive package that would benefit large employers like Foxconn. A group of county commissioners from Michigan is heading to the White House. On Tuesday, more than 600 commissioners are heading to Washington, D.C., where they were invited by the Trump administration with the goal of opening the lines of communication between the federal and local governments. Commissioners from Macomb County say they plan to talk about funding for roadways and protection for the Great Lakes. The Oakland County Sheriff's Office is making some changes to improve the flow of traffic during the Woodward Dream Cruise. A temporary traffic control order will be in place from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on August 19th. Commercial vehicles and vehicles that have trailers connected and those weighing more than 10,000 pounds will be ticketed if they are spotted on Woodward that day. The annual event featuring classic cars draws tens of thousands of people to Woodward Avenue every year, and the Dream Cruise is just under 13 days away. In Washington, a little piggy heading to the market takes a big detour. The animal jumped out of a trailer which was headed to an auction. People stopped by and guided the large animal through the opening so it wouldn't walk into traffic. And he even took a break during his big adventure to munch on grass and watch some cars go by. The pig had a few cuts, but it's doing okay. The owner returned about 45 minutes later to reclaim it. I'm Alan Hunt. That's our report. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.